Hey guys, Greg with Planet Green Zen, and thank you for coming to my channel. Now, for the people of Zen out there, as always, I have a couple of questions for you guys. Do you tend to speak more than you listen? Or how about this one? Do you always have to have an opinion or a comeback when someone tells you something? Well, in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to get smarter by listening more. So stay tuned. Planet Green Zen. Inspiring the everyday person to break free from the mundane and take action. But before we jump into that, if you guys have never been to this channel, what I really love to do is just inspire the world mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially, because I truly believe that if we all had a holistic yin-yang balance of each one of those areas on this earth, we would live in world peace and eliminate hunger, famine, slavery, war, disease, poverty, and have more health, wealth, and abundance together as one human unit on this entire planet. So if you guys believe in similar messages, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification so you are notified when new videos are released, comment below, let me know your thoughts on these different topics that we cover, and share these out with people in your community who needs to hear these messages. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So again, the topic of this video is how to get smarter by listening more. And you guys know that I live by quotes. So one of the quotes goes, people who talk tend to repeat what they hear. People who listen tend to learn something. So just want you guys to really think about that, because a lot of times when we sit there and get very defensive and we just speak without listening or absorbing anything, we're not really doing ourselves or anyone else a service. We're just actually not even learning or absorbing the information that we need to, and we're not even listening, honestly, because we are so defensive and we just blah 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 all the time, to where we just take a step back and actually listen to what the other person is saying. Even if we don't necessarily agree at first, you'd be surprised that if you just let yourself listen, absorb the information, do due diligence and research, there are chances where you actually may even change your viewpoint because of someone else's viewpoint. It's like, wow, thank you for giving me this viewpoint, because I had no idea that this even existed, but now you just opened my eyes to this side and this different point of view. So again, when you listen, you actually really just are more humble and more at peace, and you actually don't have much outbursts, or you're not as angry as someone who just does not listen and always have to have an opinion on something. Also, when you listen more, you, again, like I said before, you're absorbing the knowledge that seeps into your subconscious, because again, as you listen, you may not even notice this, but your subconscious is absorbing that information. And then again, if it's serving you well, you can actually reprogram your subconscious to actually do things in a more efficient and better way that would actually serve you and help you become a better person. So also think about that. Also, when you listen more, it gives you time to actually correct mistakes before they come out. So how many of you guys actually have said things and you bit your tongue after you said them, because you're like, oops, I did not mean to say that out loud, but you were just speaking so much that you just did not catch that, and your mind did not filter out that thought. So it said something that could have hurt someone's feelings, or maybe you burped out a swear word or whatever it is. You just said something, you're like, oh man, now I wish I could take that back. I was totally not trying to say that out loud. Maybe you were thinking it and you did not want that to project verbally, just in your mind or whatever. But again, when you listen, it actually helps you. Sometimes you think about what to say and it's like, oh, maybe I should not say that, because you had a chance to actually think about it before just blabbing it out. So think about that. Also, when you listen more, guys, it opens your mind to being able to think more instead of just being reactive. Because as I always say, I love to quote Earl Nightingale and those guys from back in the day. He says, if you were to ask the average person back then, this was back in the 50s, what they were thinking about, most people would be silent, because most people don't think. And that still applies today. Again, most people do not think. So when you actually ask people deep down philosophical questions that get them to think, a lot of people don't have answers, or they just say, I don't know, or they try to change the subject very quickly because they never really sat there to actually think about things. They are just distracted by technology, about video games, things that are not really serving them, reality TV shows, trying to be like other people that are already rich and famous, and they're making them even more rich and famous, versus trying to figure out, how can I do this for myself and get my family, take care of my family, versus just making other people rich and wealthy. How can I do this for myself? Again, we go to happy hour with friends and family, we have dinners, there's sleepovers or get-togethers. These are topics people do not typically talk about in very deeply, because again, they just want to distract their minds from the things that they really need to solve right now in this very short lifetime that we all have. But again, most people just don't do so. So when you listen, guys, it actually just helps you actually get smarter. So I would love to hear you guys' comments in the below and your thoughts on this. So as always, I want to leave you guys with the quote of the day. It's a very short video. And this one is from Plutarch, I believe that's how you say that name. And the quote goes, Know how to listen, and you will profit even from those who talk badly. This is Greg with Planet Green Zen signing off. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.